Black women, our wombs are the sacred spaces for our divine feminine power to flourish. But what happens when they're burdened by fibroids? Today, we're going to dive deep into the spiritual messages and holistic messages of why this all too common experience may be occurring.
Greetings, I am Janiqua Nganga, also known as Iya J, and head of Isis Moon. I am a high priestess and a holistic wellness coach specializing in the divine feminine energy, manifestation, and spirituality. Welcome to my channel.
So I'm going to give you 6 reasons why Black and Indigenous women of color may be experiencing fibroids. Number 1, blocked creative energy. Oftentimes when we don't express ourselves through some type of creative channel, this energy can become blocked. Creative things that we could be doing are, of course, expressed in art. It could be something you're doing in your home, the way you set up your furniture, your feng shui of your house, cooking, the way you do your daughter's hair, the way you do your hair, the way you fashion yourself. Anything creative is good to do and good to allow as a woman, for us to allow that energy to flow. Because when it's blocked, then all these things that I'm going to name can turn out and begin to manifest in the physical realm in your health. So being more creative is important. And that may be a reason why you or someone you know is experiencing fibroids. The second reason is suppressed emotions. Now this is common, very, very common as well. Suppressed emotions can come from being in relationships where you cannot voice how you feel. You don't feel comfortable. You're fearful, maybe, that you may run the individual away or scare the person away if you express yourself too much. So a lot of holding back in relationships can cause this, as well as sexuality and expressing yourself sexually, expressing anger, grief, and feelings of low self-esteem, lack of self-worth, feeling inadequate. These feelings can add up and build up, and they are things that women deal with a lot. Women are generally known to be a bit more emotional than men, so we have to have some form of way to release these emotions and to maturely and intellectually express ourselves emotionally. We have to learn emotional maturity. It's very, very important. So with understanding that suppressed emotions is an issue, we also need to take in consideration that you shouldn't just be blurting out anything just to say, oh, I need to express myself. I need to get these feelings out of me. I need to say what's on my mind. No, you have to be mature. You have to be mature when you're expressing yourself emotionally, and be intelligent and intellectually high on in a way that whoever that you need to express to, they're able to receive this information, and that you yourself are also able to process your emotions the way you're supposed to properly. So finding ways to maturely and on an elevated level be able to express your emotions is very important. Number three is ancestral or generational blockages or trauma. This could be unhealed issues from your matriarch clan, from women in your family. So the energy of our wombs and the power, the spiritual essence of who we are as women, it often is passed down from woman to woman to woman to woman. And that's what I mean when I speak about the matriclan. If you know that in your family there are many women in your matriclan who've dealt with fibroids or some type of womb issues or some type of female issues with their female organs or anything in that aspect, you want to pay attention to that, because that is a sign that there is a strong possibility that there are some unhealed issues that need to be addressed. So taking the charge and taking the lead on that for yourself is important. Whether you see it or not, whether you know it or not, it's a good thing for you to evaluate and take a look at what you know of the women in your family. How have they operated? If you know women in your family, you know, of course there are situations where people may not know their relatives, but if you are able to hear and know of stories and things that they've gone through, the relationships that they've had, the struggles and challenges that they've endured, or even the positive things that they've gone through in life, it's important to take those things into account, because they can also affect you from grandmother to mother to daughter. These issues, unhealed, can be passed on and develop in an individual, in a woman. Number 4 is misalignment with the divine feminine. Now that one, a lot of people don't realize that they're not in alignment with the divine feminine. It's important to know that we all have both divine feminine and divine masculine energy. We all have them both. But when you are out of alignment as a woman, born with the womb, when you are out of alignment with the divine feminine, it shows up in various different ways. One of these ways could, of course, be with fibroids or issues with your womb. With that, to bring yourself in alignment or to understand or take a look at that, that entails embracing feminine aspects of yourself, embracing feminine qualities, making sure that you have a balance. There's a term that a lot of people are using now called soft girl life or soft girl era. That is actually good. It's actually good to take that in account and know that it's good to vibe in your feminine energy and be soft if you consider that to be feminine. For me, I do. It's okay for you to be in a flow. Be creative again. That goes back to number 1, being creative. Being in alignment with the divine feminine has to do with you taking in these different feminine traits, embracing them, and maybe addressing things that you're not doing that you should be bringing into your life. Number 5 is many times we go through health issues or in other just challenges in general to wake us up. So this one is unique because people are often led and led on their spiritual journey because of a health issue that occurs. So if you as a woman are experiencing some type of issue with your womb, it could really be to bring you to a certain consciousness, to wake you up and help you see that, you know, you need to be directing your life in this way. Address these issues that are building up in your body, because these issues are connected to something deeper spiritually, on a spiritual level. And number 6 is really practical. It is a lack of holistic wellness and physical wellness in your life. It is common in the Black community to, well, we're getting better. I want to say we're getting better, but it has been common amongst generations before us in the Black community to not have a good balanced diet for various reasons. But now we're in an era where people are more aware and even very accepting in embracing a more holistic diet and healthy ways of living. So when you're out of alignment, whether that's spiritual, mental, or physical, these things can develop, especially, as I said, because the womb is a sacred space for the power of a woman. When you're not doing something right on the physical level, of course, it as far as your diet and your lifestyle, of course, this can build up in your womb. The womb is an incubator. It's a space that holds all this energy. So you want to be healthy. You want to make sure that the things that you're ingesting in your body is at a high frequency. So everything, you want to take a look at everything. As I said, the mind, body, and the spirit, the holistic aspect of life. But addressing this, it may be a message coming to you to address your physical and holistic way of living. Thank you for watching, and I trust that this video serves you well.
If you're ready to transform your life, click the links below to explore my manifestation coaching programs and a range of powerful spiritual tools designed for your journey. From self-care products to one-of-a-kind jewelry, you'll find what you need to thrive. Also, don't forget about our annual Isis Moon Cultural Festival held every year here in Savannah, Georgia in April.